Hi, this is Dennis Consorti with Politipeeps. I'm here with Larry Sharpe. Larry, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well, doing well. And I'm glad that you're back on the show. We've got another important question for you today. Successful people usually start their days with routines that get them into the right frame of mind. Some people will start by making the bed. I start my day with a walking meditation. How do you start your day?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think that there's two parts to me. One of them is I tend to get up when I have purpose. So I get up anytime. I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I can get up at 11 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't matter. I get up when I have purpose. So when I wake up the night before, my day is always different. I'm basically a slave to my calendar, right? Many people have access to my calendar. They put things on my calendar. So I want to outsource my brain. To the best of my ability, I want to outsource my brain because if I'm thinking about everything I have to do, I can't sleep because I'm always thinking about stuff, right? That's a problem. And I've had that happen to me in the past where I have trouble sleeping because so much stuff is going on. You come to a point where if you're thinking so much about the next day or next days, it becomes overwhelming and you actually don't want to go to sleep because you know when you wake up, you have chaos in front of you the next day. So your brain actually is trying to stay awake to avoid the chaos, right? But then it creates more chaos and it's a terrible, a constant problem that we have. So what I've tried to do is kind of outsource my brain to make it to where each day is another day and I just look at my calendar as it's going and I kind of know what I'm doing by that morning. If in the past I would wake up maybe an hour or two prior to my first appointment, I'm not joking, whenever that was. So if I had a 7 o'clock appointment, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. If I had a 9 o'clock appointment, 7, 11 o'clock, 9. I'm not working until the afternoon, I sleep till 11. That's what I was doing. I've stopped that recently because I found that when my sleep was so off, I'd have trouble sleeping at night. So I decided that no matter what, I never get up any later than 9 a.m. That is the latest I will ever get up, no matter what, weekends, anything. I'll always get up no later than 9 a.m. But I'll often get up earlier than that, but that's the absolute latest. Even if I have nothing scheduled, I will still get up at 9 so that I can sleep better at night, so that I can get my day going. Now, how do I get my day going? It's odd. I like to get up immediately. I'm not the kind of person who gets up and then kind of lingers and watches some TV or hits the snooze button. There's still a Marine in me. When the alarm goes off, I am awake immediately. I am up immediately. I get up and go immediately. Within 60 seconds from my alarm going up, I'm on my feet, dressed. That's how fast I am. I'm up and I'm doing something immediately. I'm very much doing that. I've come to a point where I now like to get coffee in the morning. That wasn't what I used to do. Now I do. My routine has been make a cup of coffee and check my emails and check Facebook and check social media to make sure the world isn't ending. So that happened during the campaign and I haven't stopped that. Right, during my campaign, I was always worried that overnight while I was sleeping, something horrible had happened. And generally it had. So that's why I got accustomed to that. So now that's what I tend to do. I tend to get up in the morning, make coffee, check social media, check emails, then start my day. So I actually start my day simpler, and that is something that I can handle, which is make coffee and check my social media. I don't make my bed. I'm not a make the bed guy. I don't physically make my bed. However, I'm glad you brought up to make your bed. As you know, right now, the idea that many people have is either make the bed, or the other one that Brian Tracy talked about was the idea of eat that frog. It is, why does someone get up in the morning to go do something and what motivates them to go do it? Some people like to get up and immediately do something tough, difficult, challenging, and that's why they get up. That's the eat that frog idea, right? Eat it right away. Eat that frog. I feel like I've achieved something great. Now chill out, do something easier. The opposite is a naval officer, I've forgotten his name, who created the idea of, make the bed. Do something simple up front, and you feel like you have accomplished something, and then you can take on tougher tasks during the day. I used to be more of an eat that frog guy, but the campaign made me actually the opposite, made me more of a make the bed guy. Because when I woke up, sometimes the task was so daunting, they'd be so big, the frog would simply be too big that I just couldn't eat it. And then it would paralyze me. And I don't want to be paralyzed, right? Because you always want to be on the move, no matter what that is. I mean, moving towards something always. Once you're paralyzed, you become helpless, you become unhappy, nothing gets done. So I moved towards a make the bed because the frogs simply got so big. So now I'm much more of a make your bed type guy, which is make some coffee, check social media, decide what's next, look at my schedule, then take charge and start my day.
And let me ask real quick, how do you end your day?
Yeah, it's funny. When I end my day, I tend to end it with TV. I'm still old school. I tend to watch some TV. I know a lot of youngsters don't watch any TV. And I actually don't watch that much TV, except at night. TV is how I turn off, right? That's my method of turning off from the day. Normally I have other things going on. I'm dealing with people every day, either through social media, phone, in person, meetings, whatever the case may be. How do I turn off? I watch some TV. I tend to like educational TV. That tends to be my thing, but it doesn't have to be. I also like comedy. I like two types of TV. Entertainment, learn something. Those are my two things. I want entertainment that makes no sense, has no value, is just to make me laugh. I don't care if it makes any sense whatsoever. That's fine. Or learn something. Learning for me is recharging. Everyone has a recharge mode, right? Some people like to do physical things like running or eating or being with friends or insert thing here recharges them. Me, it's learning. If I learn new things, I feel strong and powerful. I feel good. I recharge. I'm ready to take on the day. So I tend to like to do either education TV, Nova, Frontline, Science Channel, things of that sort, right? Documentaries on Netflix, things like that. Or something completely just comedy, some stand-up comic telling, dumb divorce jokes or something. It's fine.
Sounds good. And for other people, if they don't want to watch TV, maybe they'll check out some videos on the Sharpe Way.
They should. They should go to the Sharpe Way or the Neo Sage or Larry Sharpe. I've got 3 different YouTube pages, lots of videos and content. Or you can always go to PolitiPeeps. You can go there too. Watch some very cool videos, absolutely lots of them. The only issue is if you start watching YouTube videos, maybe you're in bed with a laptop so you can start passing out.
That's a good point. And then those of us who have significant others, they may not be so happy.
That's what headphones are for.
Ah, got it.
There we go. So
Very
yes,
good.
go to sharpeway.com, Sharpe Way YouTube page, or the Sharpe Way Instagram or Twitter.
Wonderful. All right, everybody, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again.